Hello everyone, today is Friday and we are very close to end another month. We're very close to, hitting 3,700 again on gold. So we just have another week for the month ahead, for this month, and then we pretty much finished. Also, we saw euro dollar hitting 1.19. What was the level again? 1.19. 197. Okay, so let's say 1.19200. So that was pretty interesting. We also had the GBP USD hitting 1.37200, and also we have now US dollar Japanese yen trading that was hitting 144,600, and now it's retracing all the way back to 147,480. Lots of stuff happening, over the past 24 hours. And the first one was, of course, the FOMC and the Fed rate interest rates decisions. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking today. With a lot of volatility in the market, we need to be careful of where we do look to opportunities, okay? It's not only one-off sort of thing. You need to be proactively looking for opportunities around the volatile moments. Now, that being said, what did the Fed do? Well, before I explain that to you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and also thumbs up this video and join the Telegram. Now you've done that, let's get to the video. So, what did the Fed do? Well, basically what everyone was expecting. They did cut 25 basis points as every single one on the market was expecting. So there was no changes at all from the expectation to the actual consensus, from the consensus to the actual. But one interesting stuff happening. So there is still a precipitation of 75 basis points cut until December 2025. So we've done a 25 already, and now we got two more 25 to go. So 25, 50, 75. With that in mind, we need to think about, okay, if they continue to cut, how will they do that? And second, what will be the actual effect into the market? Well, very simple. The first one is, yes, they will continue to do it, and that has been clarified into the FOMC rate statement and also the speech by Jerome Powell. And second, they will be doing, of course, on data dependent. So if the data continues to be the way it is, sort of slow, but in a sense worse, because they need to look at data, then data has to be worse, okay? The data has to be bad for this to work, for the Fed to actually cut interest rates. Otherwise, if the data is good, if, for instance, we're having good data for labor market, good data for CPI, good data, all of those goods, in a sense, good data, higher CPI data, okay, then most likely we won't have cuts. So we need to be looking at lower CPI, lower job numbers, lower unemployment, higher unemployment rate in a sense. I know it looks bad what I'm saying, but it's the truth. So they will still be data dependent. Pardon me. They will be still doing data dependency, okay? And this is why the US dollar gained a little bit of strength, because everyone was like, yes, they're gonna cut, and then Jerome Powell will come and say they're gonna be doing another 50 basis points cut in the next two meetings, and this is gonna be epic, and the market is gonna be so crazy. Of course he wouldn't do that, because he knew everyone was expecting that. So if he say that, imagine the market, it would be such a crazy stuff happening, okay? So no, I do still believe that we may continue to have a weak dollar, okay? We will continue to have a weak dollar, so bearish selling the US dollar against the euro, against the pound, against the yen. So let's say long euro dollar, good opportunity at the moment. We're seeing the retracement from the euro. Then we have shorts on US dollar Japanese yen. We have longs on GBP USD. GBP USD actually hit our target at 1.37200. I've been mentioning quite a while. Also, the euro dollar hit our target at 1.18. 1.18, let me just double check that. I have so much numbers on my head, sorry guys. 1.18700, we hit that target. So that target was the first one. Then we also have the next one is it's going to be on 1.20 by December this year. This is basically my sort of targets by end of the year. Now that being said, I highly believe that the US dollar will continue to be breaking below the 97 that we already broke. We went down to 97, we tested the 96 to 140, but we haven't yet break the 96. So my next target is the 96, and therefore we will continue to see the US dollar weakening. Well, I hope everyone have a lovely weekend, and I will be back next Monday. Thank you guys. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. See you there. Bye bye.